Hello everyone, welcome to OG Patterns. So today we'll be working on pegged skirt with pleats or pencil skirt with pleats. So let me just quickly draw it out so we can see. So that means it's gonna be like a tube shaped skirt, like your pencil skirt, and then it will have pleat on the waistline going towards the side. This is not your cow skirt, this is different from your cow skirt. This one you will still have side seams and all. So this is pegged skirt with slits at the waist. So this is what we'll be doing. So the first thing you want to do, your stage one, is to get your basic sloper. So you have your basic sloper. Next is to pencil the skirt. And to pencil the skirt, we'll need 2 cm at the hem level, 2 or 2.5 at the hem. So I just use 2.5 and then I'll connect to nothing on the hip line. So you connect like this with your straight ruler. Don't forget to label. This is still center front, which means it's going to be on fold. I'll still indicate that this is my upper hip line, this is the hip line, first and second that. So after doing this, you want to indicate. So next is take up 4 cm from the hem level and connect it to your dart leg this way. So the first dart tip like this. So we're going to have like 3 pleats. Next, use the second end of your second dart leg. Place your ruler to slant it out like this. And for the third one, what you need to do is measure what you have from here to here and get the midpoint. Now you're also going to measure what you have between both lines that we've squared out. I'll measure what I have and then get the midpoint to connect. So this is the second stage. So you have to indicate, if you're doing anyone like this, you have to indicate your cut line. So this is where we're cutting out, and we'll also close the dart, the waist dart. So this is where we'll cut out. You have to indicate whichever way to make it easier. So once you have this for second stage, you need to trace it out on another paper before you continue. So next, what I'm going to do is cut out the seam at the side. So don't forget, this is the penciled part. So now we've shaped the bottom part. That means the down is going to be shapy. We've taken it out, we don't need that. So now this is the pencil skirt and this is what we're working on. Next, I'll be slashing from the waist down to the side, slashing from the waist on the 3 lines, and then place it on another paper for us to form our pleats. So that's what I'll be doing next. So I'll be using a brown paper. We're using a brown paper. So by the time we spread, it works better for us. So I'll slash from the waist, slash through the lines to the tip, slash from the waist to the side seam, same thing. Slash from the waist to the side seam. So next you want to get a pattern so you can have a straight edge, because your CF is still going to be placed at the edge of your pattern paper like this. So I'll be taping it down. Don't forget, whenever you're working on your pattern, you want to ensure you tape it the right way. So you might as well just turn it to the back, place all the tapes where necessary, so that by the time you're placing your pattern on another paper, you're not seeing tapes everywhere. So this is the back of my pattern. So I'll be placing my tape all over it because you want your pattern to be very neat at the end. So I'll just place it on important edges so that by the time I'm taping it to come out better. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please click the subscribe button and also like the video if you find it very helpful to you. So I'm going to place my tape very neatly at the edge. You know, if you're drafting, you'll be using pencil. So I used marker so we can see it very well. So let's ensure our pattern is always very neat. It's very important. So most times when you look at some skirts, they just have little difference. By the time you're checking it out, most times you end up realizing that they have it's almost the same thing with one or two that you've done. Because this method, by the time we do the cow skirt, you will see the difference. That is just little difference, but they all matters. So we have to do it right. So this is our peg skirts with pleats or pencil skirts with pleats at the waistline. So now I can turn, place it at the edge of my paper, place it at the edge neatly, and then hold it down. This other end. Next, you want to be marking. So I'll be using. Let me use. I'll use like 4 cm for my pleats. So I'll just mark it quietly so that I can use that to trace. So I have 4 cm for the spread. Please let's not forget. Now we had our dart here, so I'm just gonna cut it out. The dart leg, the second dart leg like this. It's not going to affect anything. It's just so that it doesn't add to the waistline. That's why I'm even cutting it out. Or you can just leave it and pleat it. So this is it. I've placed it on the 4 cm. So if you check, this is 4 cm from here to here. So I placed it. So that's why you need to mark. So next, after I've done the first one, I'll come measure from the second one and mark my 4 cm. Just give a dot so that by the time I'm placing the next one. Now for this, we have that in here. You can as well fold it in this dart, or you trim it off. So like this, and then I'll place it at the edge. It's not going to change anything. So I'll place it at the edge and also mark the next 4 cm. And then I'll place the last one. So you see the need for the taping. So you can always readjust your tape. With the tape now, I'll just have everything done neatly. So always ensure it's sticking properly. So this is it. This is what we have. Next, this is it. This is the bottom part and this is the waist part. So I'm just turning it so that it will be easy to fold. So next, before you mark, you need to fold. Close your fold lines like this. Get the first one to meet the next one. So you know, once you do this, automatically the brown paper folds under. So this is it. I'll just hold it down like this and trace on it. I'll hold it down like this and trace on that folded paper. I'll just trace a bit on the folded paper. By the time I open it, I'm seeing the mark. Next, I'll get this is it. I'll still roll it out with my marker so you see it. Next, I'll still get the next one. Bring it to meet the third leg this way, folding it towards you, and then I'll just trace so we can see the mark. This is it. And I'll repeat same. I'll use my marker to bring out the traced mark properly so you see. I'll repeat for the last one as well, and then I have it. So now you use your ruler to bring out the shapes. So you need to make sure you do this properly because we can't cut it straight. Otherwise, by the time you form your pleat, the waist will not be balanced. You'll be looking funny. But with this, if you've done this properly, by the time you fold you after having your pleat at the waist, everything will sit right. Now this is what we have. So next, what I'm going to be doing now is add my allowance. Don't forget, the side seam allowance is 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. So you want to do that 1.5. The hem allowance is 3 cm because it's a pencil skirt. So we use 3 cm, and then I'm going to connect this straight part this way. Oh, this part on my marker, and then I'll connect. Don't forget this part is not straight, still a bit curvy. Then I'll complete this. Next, what you want to do is add your 1 cm to the waist for hemming allowance. 1 cm. So you add the 1 cm following the shape of what you have. So you add the 1 cm following the shape of the pleat folds at the edge. So that's what I'll be doing next. So for this skirt, if you're working on like the back part, for the back there will be no pleats at the waist. So you just use the regular pencil skirt, the center back of the pencil skirt. Just use the regular one, it works for you. And now I'll be cutting out. So you cut out following your shape. So that's following the shape perfectly. Please ensure your pattern is always neat. It helps. So you always want to make sure your pattern is neat. So this is it on our pencil skirt with this pleat at the waistline. Don't forget to indicate here is on fold, and will be cut one piece. So you have to indicate. Voila. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.